Well guys, we're down here at a little lake house that one of my contractor buddies is going to demolish, and he asked me if I needed anything out of it. So I'm going to go ahead and try to pull some of this paneling off. It's a kind of wide plank pine, I believe. Whatever it is, I think we're going to use it or reuse it if I can get enough off in one piece for the outhouse build. And then we're going to try also to get some of this flooring up, seeing how it's maple. Might as well put it in the shop for the time being if nothing else, and maybe it'll come in handy later on. And it's going a little better than expected. Pine's coming off the walls pretty decent. Maple's coming up off the floor pretty decent. If we get enough of that maple, I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and denail it and reuse it up in the loft at the cabin. We're going to go ahead and pull some of these braces off now that I'm back for a little while. And I got my mic working again, I believe. At least let's hope. And currently I'm just going to put some blocking in here for the board and batten. If you remember on the cabin, I actually cut it in. These ones here I'm going to just set on the inside. So yesterday we went and pulled some tongue and groove out of an old house that is destined for demolition, and along with that snagged all the maple flooring. So I'm gonna put maple flooring in here and also in the loft of the cabin. Figure what the heck, it's free for the taking through a buddy of mine that's actually the contractor on the job. So I decided I'd go ahead and take the flooring and some of that paneling. I may even go back and get some more of the paneling, because it sure makes nice planks after I run it through the planer. So what I think I'll do is just go maybe 2 foot. I'll make them a center, and then instead of getting elaborate with measurements and stuff, I'm just going to run the level around it. Call her close enough wherever she comes out. Sure glad that wasn't used yet. anchor my board and batten now. Wherever I don't come out on a stud, I can anchor it into here, and the same thing with the inside with the tongue and groove. So I don't know, that's about all there is to it really. So I'll go ahead and get on with that and get these other 3 sides done and get back to everybody. Okay guys, started to rain the last time I was out here, so I had to put my camera away. I've been shooting with my Canon 90D because I think that does a little bit better on the filming end in low light versus the GoPro. So what I managed to do is get some of the boards on, just on what you see here. And now I'm this morning gonna go ahead and put the rest of them on and see what else I can get done. Maybe get the fascia on and trimmed out. I use screws just because I'm afraid nails will pull out with sunlight. You know, I did that on the cabin and I've done that on the woodshed also. They're pricey as a son of a gun, but it's a little bit of a peace of mind type thing versus just throwing nails in, even ring shank. So I'll go ahead and continue this and get it wrapped in the boards, and then come back and see what else I can do. So stay tuned, guys. Well, I suppose, guys, after this outhouse build, y'all gonna have to start calling me the Blue Eddy builder. And speaking of Blue Eddy, the winner of the EB70S portable power station is David Gerger. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Please get a hold of me at my email on my about page of this channel. Now I just figured I'd knock off them temporary braces because they're not needed anymore. Because as you see, the one by is now the sheathing and stiffened the building right up. And now, because I don't like nails sticking out of boards, we'll go ahead and pull them. And that 2x6 is as good as new. This weather has been incredible. We went from drought most of the summer to 10 inches in September. And I don't know what we got this month so far, but it sure hasn't seemed like it wanted to quit raining at all. Nothing super heavy this month, just a continuous drizzle. And once again, time to put the camera away so I don't ruin that in the moisture. I will get back to you guys if it quits. Okay guys, because it's a damp, wet, rainy day, I think I'm going to stick around in the shop and work on some of the interior finishing stuff for the outhouse build. I was originally going to use this as tongue and groove, but I decided, you know, amongst other things, that I'm not a big fan of the multiple widths, and I don't think there's enough of any one size. So I figure I'm going to rip this stuff down to 3-inch strips because that's probably the best dimension out of the use of some of these boards. And then I'm going to put a rabbet on the back side on one side, the face on the other, so that they're coverage. But I'm going to leave like a gap, a nickel gap. In this case, a quarter gap. But so that's kind of the plan. So I got a bunch of ripping I got to do, and then I'll go ahead and start doing the rabbits to show you guys how that looks. Guys, with that vacuum running, it's going to get loud in here. Anyhow, you guys get the idea. I got to go through a bunch of these, cut a straight edge, so then I can move my fence to 3-inch. And then I'll be able to rip down a bunch of 3-inch, and then from there we can continue on with the project. Okay, this is that pine that we gutted out of that house, and I did go back and grab more. It came off so easy that we decided to go ahead and peel some more out of there, or the rest of it basically. But we also got the flooring, and that's all here. So this is the maple flooring that we pulled out of there. You know, obviously it's got all of its nails yet. I'm going to take a side grinder and go ahead and just nick them off flush, and then take a scraper and scrape the edge, and then I'll go ahead and install this later on in the cabin loft. There was enough of it, I believe, to do that whole loft, plus the little tiny floor in the outhouse. So I figured I'm going to use this in the outhouse just to keep everything nice and neat and clean and fancy. Can't have just a normal crapper, got to have something that's half decent, you know. Anyhow, this is the maple. It goes for about $4.50 to $5 a square foot new. So you're not saving a whole lot by pulling it out and redoing it or renewing it, but it does have a little bit of history, so why not? There's a pile of one-edged board. Now I can rip them down to 3-inch. Anyhow, a whole bunch more to rip. When I'm done with that, then I'll come back. Hey guys, I got them all ripped. They're all 3-inch. A pile of them from here up, and then there's a few more behind it. And that should be pretty much enough to do the whole outhouse, the interior anyhow. So I'm happy with that. And I still got plenty of stock left for whatever else I want to do with it. So next step is to change the blade there to a dado head, and then put a rabbet on the back side and a rabbet on the front side. That way they can overlap each other a little bit and leave me with that nickel gap. This is what my dado head consists of. A blade that goes on either side of the stacked ones. So I'll go ahead and put this in, and then I'll get back to you guys. Okay guys, I got the dado head in now and set for the first cut. And this is basically what it amounts to. You'll have one rabbet on this side, one rabbet on this side. And the board will join itself like that, giving myself a reveal there. Well, that's a pile of them, guys. There's the rabbet on one side. I still have to make the other one on this side, but it's getting late. Seemed like a lot of material for that little 5x5 outhouse, but you got the ceiling, the seat, the walls, and then a lot of it, you know, you get stuff like this that you can use part of it, but the center is all shot, so there should be enough there. Like I said, one more pass over the dado head here, and I should be able to clean these up then, hit them with the sander quick, and then maybe paint them white or some such thing. But that's enough for tonight. We will see everybody in the morning. Ooh. Oh, good morning. A bit chilly out here this morning, but I'll get a fire going right away, and we'll go from there. Tell you, not much of a problem getting the fire going with that dry pine. Okay guys, I got my coffee here. I'm about ready to fire up the table saw to finish up the shiplap paneling for the outhouse. I already got my fence set to the right position. So now it's just a matter of running the right direction here. Okay guys, that's what it'll look like when it's all hung. Be a nice little gap edge in between, just to give it that definition. So I'll go ahead and finish up putting that rabbit on the rest of these, and then get back to everyone. Here it is, the last of the pile for milling. And then starts the reflection time, while sanding all the individual pieces and painting them, whether I pre-finish them in the shop or wait until spring and to paint them after they're up. I know this seems like a lot of work for an outhouse, and obviously a bit elaborate. Sometimes it's not what you're building or doing in life so much as improving your skills and being a better you. So for now, take care, stay safe, and see you all on the next one. And as always, thanks for watching.